Yes, sir. So, do you know?
But space
Oh no, tó máa gbé sójú tó máa yọ pálí yẹn tó máa kó láì sílẹ̀ ní tó máa that's the best thing. ó ń blọ́ọ̀kì fèsì rẹ̀ ní tí mo sọ náà ni ẹ pé wọ́n á yọ pálí yẹn so á kàn láì that's just it. ó ti.
First program of the 17th Convocation Ceremonies of this university. It's unfortunate that we are starting late, but like I said, we are Ogbomoso, or we start in the government. First, by introducing members of the university public and the university the Deputy Vice Chancellor Strategy and Development, Professor Ogbomoso for company Ladoke. These are failure to inform us that we are placed to have the presence of the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic and Innovations, Professor Ladoke, to move to the environment. This permits me to announce the presence of the Rector of the University, who is also the Secretary to the Governing Council, Mrs. Olayo Kabalowo. I want to especially recognize the University bossa, Mr. Kennedy, which is the University. This program is so important to the University Council, and we have two of them in our list. I want to first recognize the president so that we don't waste our time on the introduction. First of all, I seek your indulgence to have the journalists that are available.
Good morning, sirs. I'm Anibal from Brussels. Good morning, I'm sorry. Good morning, my name is Good morning, I'm Benjamin Hodge, representing Ladoke.
Great university.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome you to this press conference as part of the activities marking the 17th Convocation Ceremonies of our great institution. As you all know, it is our tradition on the early basis to brief the press about the achievement of the university and events of Convocation Ceremonies. This year is a special anniversary of the university, and today I will be briefing you on some of the activities and achievements of the university so far and our future projection towards fulfilling the mandate of the founding fathers. First and foremost, I want to express our gratitude to the visitor of the university, the Executive Governor for your State Engineer, for his tremendous role towards the development of the university. His untiring and unflinching support has moved the institution to its present state. It is our hope that the university will enjoy more appreciable support in the future. I also wish to appreciate the dynamism and commitment of the University Governing Council, the 10th Governing Council, under the able leadership of Professor Ladoke for its policy leadership towards the development of the university. I equally wish to congratulate members of the Council on their appointment into the 11th Council. Most of the government's nominees were reappointed, indicating the recognition of their hard work. The reward of hard work is small work. I heartily congratulate them and welcome the research fair and exhibition, as well as convocation play and brochure performance, will all come up tomorrow, April 16, 2025. The convocation lecture and alumni day are scheduled for Thursday, April 17th. The mass service comes up on Friday, April 18th, 2025. Church service will also come up on April 20th, 2025. The award of first degrees and prizes is scheduled for Tuesday, April 22, 2025. Wednesday, 23, 2025 is the grand finale and is for the award of graduate diplomats and higher studies. The university continues to run its academic programs in 13 faculties. The graduates for this year are a product of 12 faculties. A grand total of 11,528 graduates are graduating. Of this number, 8,102 graduates will be admitted to the first degrees, the bachelor's degree. And out of this figure, 94 graduates are in the first class category. 2,086 graduates in in the second class upper division. 3,494 graduates in the second class lower division. 756 graduates in the third class division. And 12 in ordinary class. For the nursing side, 7 are in distinction. 1,751 are in upper grades and 145 in lower grades. For medicine and surgery, there are 133 in the pass category, which indicates a satisfactory level of success in the discipline of life in non-medical discipline, to distinguish between their pass and ordinary pass. It is my pleasure to inform you that Ladoke, who is graduating with a cumulative grade average point of 4.86 from the Department of Science and Technology, Faculty of Plant and Sciences. Is the overall best graduating student, and she will be awarded the prize during the competition of April 22. I should remark that Ladoke was the chairperson of the caretaker committee of the student union for the first 17th I have presented the statistical details department by department, which I will give to the press and the faculty by faculty and the class of degrees. And the faculty that produce the graduates are College of Agricultural Sciences and Renewable Natural Resources, under which we have Faculty of Agricultural Sciences and Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources. Faculty of Computing and Informatics, has a total of Faculty of Agricultural Sciences has a total of 5 first class. Arts and Social Sciences, 1 first class. Faculty of Computing and Informatics has 12 first class. Faculty of Consumer Sciences, 16 first class. Engineering and Technology, 16 first class. Environmental Sciences, 1 first class. Management Sciences, 14 first class. Pure and Applied Sciences, 22 first class. Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences in the College of Health Sciences, 7 first class. Nursing, 7 distinctions. In the postgraduate category, a total of 3,426 graduates who have been found worthy in learning and character will graduate. Of this number, 277 will be conferred with postgraduate diplomas. 2,869 with master's degree, and 208 with Doctor of Philosophy degree. At this point, I should brief gentlemen and ladies of the press and this August gathering highlights of our major achievements, our vision, and challenges. All our academic programs are duly accredited by National Universities Commission and relevant professional bodies. All, except those that are due and waiting to be accredited by their professional bodies, such as nursing. Our 6 new regular academic programs, namely theater arts, psychology, mass communication, linguistics, Yoruba, and political science, scale through the resource verification of the National Universities Commission, have been fully operationalized. That is, they are taking in students and school workers from them. Similarly, the 5 new additions to the undergraduate programs in the open and distance learning, namely cybersecurity science, science laboratory technology, transport management, crop production, and soil science, and crop and environmental production have equally become operationalized. The university continues to internationalize its operation in research and staff and student exchange. It has entered into collaboration with similar institutions across the globe, such as University of Kentucky and University of Utah, or in the United States of America, as well as Alexander von Humboldt Foundation and Bayer Foundation of Germany, that established the Humboldt Research Hub, Center for Emerging and Emerging Infectious Diseases in the university, among several others. The university has also initiated postgraduate student sponsorship program in collaboration with the German Academic Exchange Service on PhD in medical microbiology and parasitology, PhD in crop protection, and Master of Technology in biochemistry. The university also collaborates with industry. It collaborates with Lush Agricultural Limited, Akintola, Ladoke State, on greenhouse technology and drone farming. In research, our scholars are making significant breakthrough. 23 of our researchers severally won the TED grants for institutional-based research in various fields. 2 teams of researchers led by Professors J.A. Magnus and A.A. Adebayo won the National Research Fund, respectively, for development of indigenous non-contaminated herbal leaves for reduction of non-communicable diseases and production of mushroom for development of novel immune booster. Similarly, the former material technology team in fine and applied led by Professor Arora has successfully developed stoneware ceramic cases from horticulture and animal waste and products. In sports, our artists have been keeping the flag of the university flag. More than 200 of our artists since last convocation have variously won medals in different tournaments. In the 11th All-African University Games, held in September 2024, of the 69 universities from all over Africa that participated in the game, Lautech came 11th, with 4 gold medals 1 silver, and 5 bronzes. 2 of our athletes, he just concluded pre-FISU trials held in Jos last week. They returned to Ogbomoso this last Saturday. 2 of them, Asimeyu Amina Ladoke, a 500 level student of agricultural sciences, and Oladimeji Abibullah Abiodun, a 400 level student of informatic system science, have qualified to represent Nigeria in the World University Games coming up in France. It is noteworthy that the university's rating and ranking have been on the continuous ascent since 2023. In 2025, in the Times Higher Education in World University ranking, the 250 bracket globally. Our vision is to be among the top 100 universities globally. This is a tall ambition, but it is possible. In the face of this vision and the ever-growing student enrollment, it is imperative that we improve our infrastructure, introduce more technologies into our pedagogy and research system, and internationalize our staff and students' mix among very other important and urgent steps required. We therefore appeal to various stakeholders to support the Lautech project. Thank you very much.
We thank the Vice Chancellor for that speech, indicating all of us, including insiders, on the achievement of this great university within the last 1 year. The opportunity that we've waited for, when I say we now, the journalists, that we are waiting for to bring us to scrutinize some of the things that the VC has said is now. We have questions to ask. Is this indicate the reason of the matter?
Good morning, everyone. Once again, my name is Benjamin Ladoke, representing party, and starting on the existing protocols. I have like 3 questions here. Well, first and foremost, let me commend the institution for staying best among the rest. This might not have been possible, but give my credits to the state government for doing wonderfully so well. First and foremost, making Lautech your state's home and not a joint ownership between Osun and your states. And starting with my questions, sir. The page 2 of page 9, the 3rd paragraph, said the university continues to run academic programs in 13 faculties, but the graduates this year are programs of 12 faculties. For better reporter, sir, I will ask why. That's my first question. The second one, I want to talk about security of the campus and let me say the environment of the institution. Let me say a month or few weeks back, there were videos popping up online of, well, I wouldn't say they are students or sponsored. People coming out saying the security situation education in the institution environment is not that is not encouraging. Going to some robberies that happens around the institutions, the students' hostels. I want to ask if there's any synergy between the institution, the local government, and the security operatives around here, the Nigerian police, the PSS, and the 17th and all sorts. And again, this is the 5th Founders Day anniversary and 17th Convocation Ceremony. What is the state of security preparing for this program, sir? And lastly, before I drop the mic, there has been this call between the university and Polytechnic, the quarterly, long ago. I want to ask, sir, what is your position towards this? Thank you.
Please let me informed that this press conference is being streamed online. Please, let's notify us. You said you have a question, please say something.
Thank you very much. Good morning, sir. My name is Ladoke. I'm representing Punch Newspapers. First of all, I want to congratulate you, sir, on this auspicious occasion. I have just a question. In the last paragraph of your address, you talked about wanting the university to be one of the top 100 globally. But at the tail end of the address, you asked the stakeholders to help in achieving this objective. The question is this: apart from the stakeholders, what is the university doing to make sure that this objective, this your goal, is achieved? Thank you.
My name is Sandra. I want to add to the question that is just been asked. Yes, 2 years ago, quoting the Vice Chancellor, you said, being the best state university no longer matches Lautech vision. Yes, 2 years ago. Okay, that's it. Now, this year, you aspire to be among the first one globally. So, now adding to the question, are there time frame set for to achieve this goal? Thank you.
We will give advice as the time to answer those questions. Mr. Politi is responses. Mr. Vice Chancellor.
Yes, I mentioned 34 months as well to produce faculty of the natural resources is young and it has not produced any security. There were video clips flying around, not just one, but others. Whether it's sponsored or not. But I must state categorically that Ladoke is a non-residential university so far. The only hostel that we have is in the College of Health Sciences, and there was no incidents at that place. Granted that there were incidences in the camp where students live, but that shouldn't be primarily the university's responsibility. It's the responsibility of the local government. But we didn't stop because the welfare of our students is paramount to us. We organize about 7 different security security outfits. And we mobilize them. They patrol every night to wherever our students stay. And I think I saw the video just this is here. Oh, it's downstairs. So the police and the monitoring units, agro rangers, and the rest, they patrol every night. And I wish to inform you that they have apprehended the miscreants who are going around. That is just one of the responsibilities that the university has done for the community. The dichotomy between HID I wouldn't want to pass comment on that because I've not then used it at least in the way neither am I the word of technical education. But we have top-up programs for those of them who may want to have degrees. From the Punch, you mentioned our hope and by calling on the stakeholders to assist the Lautech project and what we have done, what we are doing. Well, the most important thing, the universities are known not by their teachers, but by research, which is expected to rub off positively at their teaching. So there is heightened attention to research. And then the deficiency in academic staff is being filled rapidly. Since we've been on board, I think all the departments that are new and the ones that have not had enough minima have been employed. We have employed academic staff to such. As far as the resources of the university is concerned, we are providing things and tools for research. Then I mentioned that we entered into collaborations with a number of universities. The list I offered here is not in any way exhaustive. There are different ones. And since 2023, when I came on board, we have been playing host to some of the scholars who have been coming around, particularly from South Africa and the US. We offered employment of a professor pro bono to one of our engineering programs. So the list is endless so far. But you see why I call on stakeholders is because a university, no amount of resources can be enough for a university, except that university is not serious. No amount of funding can be enough. You will still see, so in matters of areas of infrastructural development, we call on stakeholders who are able to join us in providing infrastructural development. And one thing we should note is that students, because of new programs and because of the stability of Lautech, and as far as its reputation and standards, we are usually oversubscribed. This year, the students intake allocated 10,000. So in the face of such rapid student enrollment that is growing in use, at the stage you will discover that the lecture halls, the lecture theaters and so on will be in need, much more in need. And if multiple stakeholders will join hands, then we will be able to stay afloat. As the Casuana of East Africa says, an animal that is attacked by many dogs from different angles have no strength. So if infrastructural development and expansion is a problem, if stakeholders join hands with us, then that problem will be solved. Yes, whether there is time frame to achieve this. The time frame is now. It is immediate. And we are not doing anything. I know that it is a very, very tall ambition for any Nigerian university as that to aspire to be one of the first 100. But there is no harm in trying. I was in Rwanda about 3 weeks ago. And I met other head of institutions with whom I had a discussion, and we are about having collaboration with the university in Saudi Arabia and one in Botswana. I also met the Times Higher Education Regional Representative. I brought him there about, I think 2 weeks ago. So these are some of the unseen things that we are doing that can enhance the ratings. But we need serious funding to achieve that. Thank you.
My name is Akintola. First of all, let me apologize. From the judge, let me apologize for coming with this. It is one of the challenges I mentioned in terms of infrastructure. I mentioned something about the intake. JAB always complain about some of the universities not complying with the regulation action in terms of the intake of the students. I hope Lautech is not affected. Then, my concern has always been there are other challenges you are facing in science infrastructure in terms of security and others. In the past, we've been talking about what is the kidnapping, Lautech, how are we going to go?
As far as we are concerned, we have not violated JAM's and then you see giving quota to us. We have 940 something. 9,000 or 18 admission quota, and we put a bid for attrition rate, which is known. And I've written to the NUC. I think the letter was dispatched Asọ, linguistics, social science, and Yoruba. So that we'll be able to have quota that will be enough to take care of the applications to those degrees. The security, I've talked about security. As far as we are concerned, inside the campus, no threats so far. And just this week, CCTV camera has been installed in several parts of the university campus. We were completed yesterday, and with that, the chief security officer will be from wherever he is, will be able to monitor what is going on.
Thank you. I know when the school was started from the onset, the school was going to be a non-residential institution. And considering the new faculty,
We have 4 large hostels just constructed. The high part hostel type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. They are somewhere up in the campus there. We have just advertised for facility managers who may be interested to come and manage it for the university. We have gotten one, and council has approved that we go ahead with that one, depending on the company's capacity. But if you, this is to call for, interested parties that will be interested, because that place will be too large for one company to manage. Interested parties may contact the registrar who will put them through. Thank you.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, so we need to break so that we can rest before we go back to the second aspect of our question and answer session. But then, I can't as announced.
Was it you that you came along? So, where the university paid 10 years of cooperation, we have been doing that and we continue to do that. So, education, tertiary education on campus.
The institution has been taking up the house of the different premier of Western region. But till now, nothing has been done to that building. We don't know what is actually going on. There's somebody like me who happens to be a tall guy. There was a professor who came around to the institutions, I guess last year, Professor Wheezy from the University of Utah, United States. I took him around on a tour, and I took him to that particular building. But it was an eyesore that a professor, an international person, foreign person, came around, and the building looks kind of like that. So sometimes, if I want to take people there, I pay people to weed those grasses around the area side of the podium. So the question is, what is the institution doing about that building? Thank you, sir.
Well, as for the day, Lautech is still out there. I don't know what will happen thereafter. But Lautech is still Lautech. Between announcement and reality. Long before the family signed memorandum of understanding of the university. Announcement has been made. But we couldn't possess the place. It was only last year that we discussed and they wanted to give us the place for 10 years. But the University Council felt that 10 years is too short. So the memorandum of understanding that we signed is now for 30 years. That's around towards the close of last year. Then have you entered the place? It has been denuded of every material that is there. Only the walls were standing. The mindless destruction that was that befell the estate was unimaginable. So it will cost millions of naira to put it back to shape. And it's a very large place. By the time we signed the MOU, nothing was budgeted for it. But we are assigning 10 million naira now to go and give it facilities. That is to clean the compound and give it facilities. But it cannot be put to any appreciable use. What we are saying, your question is timely. Because this year's OCF, Ogbomoso Community Foundation, I gave the keynote address in which I talk about it. And if we get support, this is the kind of stakeholders government that we're talking about. If we get adequate support, we may likely move our newly established Institute of African Studies there. The Institute of African Studies has Center for Material Culture Studies, Center for Non-Material Culture Studies, and Center for Commercial Studies. That is likely what is going to happen. So, I think I've answered the question. As it is, when Professor put people that the place hasn't been transferred to us. It was just announced. So, but now we clean the inside. Our gardeners go there, and we have a security man permanently stationed there. Thank you.
I'm glad to inform you that some of our men who stopped on the road are here. I don't know if they have a question, but I want to call on Mr. Akintola for our question.
With the introduction of these new courses, especially humanity-related work, don't you think there's a need to review the heart establishing Ladoke University with this Ladoke University of Technology?
The issue of the day is within the purview of council and the government. So anytime we want to review today, we provide whatever information. But there are universities of technology across the world, and technical universities that offer humanities-related courses, and they are still University of Technology. Because technology technology will Nigeria.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Vice Chancellor. Good morning, everybody. Ultimately, from the Guardian newspaper, the Guardian. My question is this. I read through this speech. I observed that you have 94 first class. Am I right? 94 students are graduating in first class. Yes. Recently, people have raised some issue that Nigerian first class graduates are not providing solution to Nigerian problem. They are not there, and meriting, they are not merit that great event. How will we handle this?
Well, I will not speak for other universities. I will speak for Ladoke. You will see that the number we have is less than budget. And if you have been following the trajectories of our ex-students, you will see that there is no industry, no sector, no government offices that will find assets that are not grant easy. So I assure you that the Lautech products measured up to standards.
So as soon as we finish on Ladoke and identify, I think it is important that citizens of themselves so they can make reports. Before we round up, finally, the representative for Focus said he has an additional president for the presidency.
Thank you, sir. Sir, there has been an issue of encroachment into the Lautech land. Sir, what is the management doing to let the indigenous of the town know the limit and the area of the Lautech land in order to avoid conflicts with the indigenous of the land? Thank you, sir.
Well, there's nothing easy about Lautech land. It's already presented. Maps presented. Before I came on board, part of it has been approached. But immediately this new management came on board, we took a tour around the axis. And then we have put some plans in place which we soon implement to establish the points where they remove the pillar, they are going to establish it. And it is our plan to build security posts all around it at interval. And then probably we will consider it as easy. We are going to have press because it's
make it public for people to know, the indigenous to know, maybe on print media, some of them were aware. These certain locations belong to Lautech.
But I assure you, those who were approached
Yes.
are only there for a while.
Why waiting for the consent for the convention? We have been allowed to walk through the list of things that we are president. I'm going to start with the dean of the Faculty of Art and Social Sciences, Professor Frank Akintola. We also have the dean of the Faculty of Natural Resources, Professor Ladoke. Dean Faculty of Environmental Sciences, the Council Member, Professor Margaret. We have Dean of Faculty of Food and Consumer Sciences, Professor Emmanuel Akintola. We have Dean of Pure and Applied Sciences, Professor Musa Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Professor Ladoke. Dean of Postgraduate Study, Professor Nelson Ogbomoso. From Dean Faculty of Management Sciences, Professor Akintola. I'm glad to inform us that we have the Dean Faculty of Agricultural Sciences, Professor Ladoke. This permits me to notify us that we have the Dean of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor Dr. Ladele Amadu. We are blessed in the presence of the Director of Academic Development, Professor Aisha Akintola. We are glad to inform us that we have the Chief Imam of the Lautech Community, Professor Akintola. We have the former Provost College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, Professor Akintola. I'm sure we said for the documentary, like I said, we are all employed to be part of it, so that I can get to the house and get one of the American. Thank you so much.
Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, popularly known as Lautech, has journeyed through 35 remarkable years. Years marked by impactful education, groundbreaking research, innovation, and invaluable service to society. As part of the commemoration of this historic milestone, the Olusegun Library proudly presents the Lautech at 35 documentary, a visual narrative that encapsulates the spirit, resilience, and accomplishments of our great institution. This documentary takes us on a journey through time, featuring voices of key stakeholders and milestones that have shaped our story. It is a tribute to the vision, sacrifices, and determination that have brought Lautech this far, and a reminder of the bright future that lies ahead. It's a 36-minute video, and I invite you to watch with pride, reflect with gratitude, and look forward with hope as we celebrate Lautech at 35.
35. Thank you very much.
Nestled in the heart of Ogbomoso, Oyo State, Nigeria, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Lautech, rises with pride and promise. Since its founding in 1919, it has remained a citadel of learning, innovation, and transformation, a place where minds are nurtured, character is molded, and futures are built. Every great institution begins with a dream, spoken, written, and carried forward by those who dare to believe. Colonel Adetunji Idowu Olori sowed the first seeds of intention, but it was under Colonel Sasainio Adedeji Oresanya that the idea gained structure and momentum. Committees were formed, a white paper was developed, strategic frameworks were laid out. Land was secured in Ogbomoso, and the foundations were laid, not just for buildings, but for generations of knowledge seekers. What began as a voice in a lecture hall became a vision embraced by a state, and ultimately a university that would go on to shape minds, change lives, and transform communities. And as the university took its first steps, Ogbomoso opened its arms. His Royal Majesty Obajimo Oyewumi Ajagungbade III, the son of Ogbomoso, gave not just his blessing, but his buildings, offering spaces for learning to begin. From hoteliers who gave their lodges, the entire community rose in unity. In every home, compound, and quarter of Ogbomoso, there was a shared understanding. This university is ours to build. Lautech was not simply established in Ogbomoso, it was woven into its very fabric. Lautech's early steps were guided by visionaries whose leadership shaped its foundation. Basharu MKO Abiola, Chancellor, whose influence echoed through the nation. Professor Olusegun Ladimiji Oke, Vice Chancellor, who steered the university's academic course. Dr. Olufemi Tinuyi, JP, pioneer. Jacob Olufemi Fasoya, pioneer university librarian. Along with countless others whose dedication laid the groundwork for a legacy of academic excellence. The College of Health Sciences began in Osogbo during the joint ownership era, following an agreement between two owner states. It became a vital part of the Ogbomoso campus on November 20, 2020, marking a new chapter of unity and progress. The Olusegun Oke Library has undergone a remarkable transformation. Students now have access to a vast collection of resources, both offline and online, with cutting-edge technology enhancing their research experience. The library offers an array of digital tools, from an advanced e-library system to interactive learning platforms, ensuring that students can access vital materials anytime, anywhere. But it's not just the technology. It's also a welcoming environment where the dynamic staff is always ready to assist, creating an atmosphere that fosters collaboration, innovation, and intellectual growth. At the core of Lautech's digital transformation is the ICT Directorate, empowering the university's infrastructure with speed, security, and seamless connectivity. Leadership has remained a cornerstone of Lautech's progress, from Prof. Olusegun Oke to Prof. A.S. Badigeshi and beyond. Each administration has left a legacy. Today, under the distinguished leadership of His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde, Professor Ayodeji Omole, Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Prof. Razak Olatunde Romkali, Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor of Strategy and Development, Prof. ATJ Ogunkunle, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Innovation, Prof. D.O. Araromi, Mrs. Olayinka Balogun, Registrar, Mr. Kemi Olatukun, Bursa, Dr. Adefunke Sira Ibijua, University Librarian. Lautech is moving forward with bold vision and purpose.
I am Razak Olatunde Romkali, Professor of Art and Artistry, Vice Chancellor, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso. While the university was established in 1990, so by the 23rd day of April this year, it will be 35 years old. When the university started, it started on its permanent site, which is here, and it used to be formerly Ogbomoso Girls High School campus. So some of the buildings were inherited and renovated for the purposes of the use of the university. It wasn't much of a large space. By that time, I remember 4 or 6 or 8 academics were in the same office, the same thing with non-teaching staff. Gradually, we spread when new structures were provided, and the campus is what it is now. But significantly, the campus is a very large, the university has a very large land base, about 10,000 hectares. We have not developed 3% of the campus land.
My name is Professor ATJ Ogunkunle. I'm the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Strategy and Development, Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso. Lautech has come of age. This year, the university has turned 35. It has passed through the K campaign. Infrastructurally, it has developed. And when we talk about infrastructure, we talk about physical development, we also talk about digital development. Estimated to be around 70,000 of our students. We have a lot of infrastructure, physical development that has taken place and that still taking. In fact, it is almost like 90-95% completion with the development in terms of the faculty of law. The student hostels are already completed, and very soon we will engage people that will be in charge. In terms of digital
2023 as acting Vice Chancellor. 2023 as acting Vice Chancellor. That span a year by Chancellor. But what I've been doing since then is raising consciousness, awareness alone, but by the quality of their research. And that involves a lot of things. Collaboration with other universities and similar agencies across the globe, making sure that we do things the way it's supposed to be done and so that the ratings of the university, particularly by Times Higher Education, could improve. And significantly, within a year, we have had collaboration with East Africa, China, and currently the university's rating is improving by the year, but significantly we are still the best state university in Nigeria by global rating.
In fact, It is the grace of God that has sustained Lautech. Lautech has really suffered setbacks up till around the year 2000. But now that Lautech is solely owned by Oyo State, we thank God. In terms of resilience, we were able to pass through the thick and things with the very strong support that we got from the government of Oyo State. Not only that, the vibrant governing council of the university, under the leadership of our Professor Ogbomoso, has been very, very helpful to Lautech. Again, we also have very good cooperation, as well as we enjoy the perseverance of the staff members of the university. So because of this, we have been able to pass through all the odds in the past, and we are now getting out of the woods.
Challenges are many, myriad, but the basic one is funding. No funding can be adequate for a university, no matter how rich such university is. Towards that, we try to revamp the university bakery, and a modern bakery complex is almost completed. We soon start cashew processing industry. We included that in the budget of this year, and any moment from now, it will be started. Significantly, we don't want to rely on student school fee, because we don't charge tuition in Lautech. What we charge are services, we charge for services. And by that, it means that whatever you take from students will be expended on such services. And we don't want to burden the student too much. So we are trying to see all opportunities that have been untapped before, so that we can utilize them to improve the IGR of the university.
I am Mrs. Olayinka Olanike, the registrar of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. The Ladoke Akintola University of Technology is by no means a young university. A university that is 35 years cannot be said to be young, because you cannot say that a 35-year-old girl, you cannot call her a girl again. She's a woman. So this university is no longer young. And all the things you can see here in this university are things that depict excellence, integrity, and service. And these are the watchword of the university.
Professor Joshua Remy, Lautech Alumni Association Mother Chapter, and chairman of all chairmen of our alumni association. My time at Lautech laid aside the rigors of academic environment, dedicated lecturers, and opportunities for leadership helped change.
So we should see the students as our children, a kind of in loco parentis. That is, we see this in life that you struggle to get things done. But I can see now that the university has settled down, steadied in a way that we support, the aspirations of the university and its student populace. Going forward, I believe if we can consolidate on what we have on ground, I believe this university will go places. ICT, interpersonal human relations, and what are you?
I'm Dr. Ladoke Individual, the University Librarian at Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso. It's a privilege to share how library has evolved and how we are embracing the future, one innovation at a time. The University Library at Lautech has grown from a traditional print-centered facility to a vibrant academic support system. We have redesigned our services and spaces to respond to the changing needs of our users. Today, we offer flexible reading areas, enhanced access to academic materials, and specialized services that support both learning and research. From physical collections to curated digital content, we have transitioned from just being a place for books to becoming a space for innovation, collaboration, and academic empowerment. Our commitment to academic excellence is driven by technology. Through our e-library platform, which is being integrated into the school tri-portal adopted by the university, students and staff can now access thousands of e-resources from scholarly journals to research databases anytime and anywhere. We are also developing a digital repository for institutional research, and we are integrating library services into the university's learning management system to provide seamless academic access. The future is digital, and we are positioning the library as a smart, inclusive, and tech-forward partner in research, teaching, and learning. At Lautech Library, we are not just preserving knowledge, we are shaping the future of academic discovery.
On behalf of Council and Senate, staff and students, I congratulate anybody that is involved in the growth, in the establishment and the growth of the university, and particularly our visitor, the dynamic governor, who has been paying so much attention to the university, Governor Engineer Sheyi Makinde. He has been so wonderful because of the close attention he has been given to the university. Then the council, led by Professor Omoli, is a go-getter council, and the tenure of the former council ended, I think, this month, and a new one has been reconstituted by the visitor to the university. And coincidentally and interestingly, most of the members except one were returned to constitute the next council. So I look forward to a good working relationship with the council and further development of the university.
On that note, I want to wish Lautech happy anniversary, the 17th Convocation Ceremony, as well as the 35th anniversary of its establishment.
I want to, from the bottom of my heart, wish the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology happy anniversary. I pray that God will journey with us. It will help us, to break forth to the left, to the right, to the center, everywhere. It will guide us, it will help us, it will be with us. And I pray for Professor Razak Olatunle Kalim and the entire university management that God will move with them, will bestow upon them His wisdom. It will strengthen them from within.
In the next 10 to 20 years, I see Lautech becoming a hub for innovation, research, and global collaboration, especially in STEM and applied sciences. I believe alumni will play a key role by supporting endowments, research funding, mentorship programs, and infrastructural development. Together, we can help university achieve global recognition and sustainable excellence.
Happy Happy 35th anniversary to Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomoso, and congratulations on the 17th Convocation. We celebrated 5 years of our academic excellence, innovation, and growth. To all graduating students, congratulations on your success. Go out and make a difference. Lautech at 35, still growing, still shining.
Some of our very own alumni have grown within the system and now are leading impactful research, academic innovation, and institutional development. Professor Olubenga Solomon Bello, Professor of Physical Chemistry and one of Nigeria's top 20 scientists in 2024. Professor Agbaje Lateef, renowned microbiologist and head of Lautech's Nanotechnology Research Group, ranked 299th globally in biotechnology. Dr. Samson Mani, a Lautech-trained mathematician, ranked globally for his contribution to pure and applied mathematics. Professor Ladoke Obuleye, Dean of the Postgraduate School and Professor of Chemical Engineering, leading research in process systems and corrosion control. Professor Islamiyat Folashade Bolariwa, Professor of Food Science and One Planet Laureate Candidate, advancing food security and safety in Nigeria. Professor Ladiron Tayo Arugu, former Director of ICT and ODL at Lautech, now Vice Chancellor of NIVA Open University, driving innovation in open education. Dr. Mrs. Adefunke Sarah Ibijua, University Librarian at Lautech, first alumna to become a Principal Officer, and first indigenous female in the role, a symbol of institutional legacy and excellence. Our alumni are making waves globally. Sheyolo Finjana, Global Sports Ambassador, former Super Eagles footballer and football administrator, held leadership roles at top English clubs and actively promotes youth development in sports. Honorable Shino Pella, a high-profile entrepreneur and public servant, former federal lawmaker, entertainment mogul, and social advocate, founder of Club Quillox and Aquila Records. Engineer Lali Combanos, national policy influencer and alumni leader, executive director at the Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA, and global alumni president of Lautech, former Osun State Commissioner. Engineer Dr. Yinka Ajao, cybersecurity thought leader, known for global contributions to digital policy and IT risk management, influential in technology governance. Dr. Tayo Adiatu, innovator in tech entrepreneurship, co-founder of digital ventures focused on youth inclusion in Nigeria's startup ecosystem.
My name is Dr. Olainka Elato, a Lautech alumni and a member of Class of 99. Currently, I'm based in Lagos. I'm into telecommunication and real estate. Looking back, for me, I would say that Lautech was far more than just an academic chapter of my life. Sincerely, I would say Lautech happened to be the defining moment, the great period that really shaped my personal value and my professional ambitions.
Hi everyone, my name is Abiola Akindiyene Saromo. People know me as Biola Saromo when we were in school. I'm currently here in Australia as the chairperson of the Ethnic Community Council of Nigeria. I also sit on the board of Public Health Network, PHN. And my time at the uni then at Ladoke University of Technology was quite eventful. It was a tough time. And my years at Lautech were instrumental in shaping who I am today. Some of the things that I've achieved today, because it was quite a very tough time then in Lautech. We went through so many rigorous academic teachings and training. We don't have all the privilege that people have today in terms of AI, mobile phones. No, it was just raw, pure academic stuff. And being part of pure and applied mathematics department has taught me so many things in terms of discipline, analytic thinking, problem solving, and give me that personal growth in the sense that it has shaped my professional journey as well. It's about building a solid foundation. It has helped me to build a solid foundation that sometimes when you go through tough times, you just like, there's nothing that you can overcome if you pass through that environment in Lautech, because it helps to build character and resilience beyond academic. University like help us to develop, many resilience, leadership, and emotional intelligence. It was during those formative years that I've learned the importance of integrity and the importance of hard working, collaborating with others, and value to continue my career and my personal growth, to never give up.
We have enough people when we use the school for the battle out there. Now, to the alumni, I happen to be the first set of alumni members that started Abuja chapter, including Mr. Ladoke of Blessed Memory. Ogbomoso was part of us. My role then was to send SMS, then there was no chat. I was still with the team. SMS was effectively free for staff. So that was my job, to send SMS to remind everybody of the meeting. I belong to my state chapter, in which our days we can read all the time. We call it our chess club member. We call ourselves veteran chess player. We have played back then in Ladoke, or left after Ladoke. We're still together.
My name is Topes Salam, an alumni of Akintola University of Technology, class of 99. Pretty much I entered Lautech in 1994. It was a very big journey, and say I learned a lot from Lautech. Though the school was very small then, where the fourth set in the school, it really brought a lot of unity among friends, and the closest of friends I made from those days. So I would say yes, Lautech has helped to mold a form of family amongst friends. Post-Lautech, it has been a very fantastic journey. I had my first degree in Lautech, which was agribusiness, and it was changed to agri-economics and extension. And I went back again to an MBA. And I want to believe this has given me a lot of opportunities to mingle with people, to interact, and to be able to achieve a lot.
In terms of giving back, incidentally, I have an NGO, a foundation, which we need to give back to the society. Lautech is part of society, and we give it back. Currently, we have 150 multimedia lecture theatre under construction. We've been on it for about 12 months now. By the grace of God, we will conclude it before the next 12 months and commission it. Now, in terms of what we want to do in the future, we continue the path of giving back. Recently, I got a little talking to the Faculty of Engineering Conference. We have a couple of students that we want to be best student in electrical electronics and the best student in the agriculture. We continue the path. And lastly, God's will. My plan is to come back to Lautech and be giving parallel lectures to the freshman students. God help me. Finally, let me use this medium to say thank you to the Lautech community, both non-teaching staff and teaching staff. God bless you all.
So a lot of things are being digitalized, which is good. I know there's always room for improvement in that. I know there are portals where students now make their payments and do their registration. So I'm wishing the authorities, the alumni, the grace to forge ahead and still improve in areas where I've been lacking. I know that consistently we've been making impact nationally in competitions. Our ratings are always high, but we can always improve on it. Lautech has been a fantastic institution.
And I believe for the students coming in, there are two no-nos for me. And one of it is take care of cultism, and the second is take care of fraud, call it Yahoo, 419, whatever. Nothing good comes out of that.
It's always a very strong and nice feeling to see that you have a matter and people that graduated from there are doing so well. And the growing legacy, Lautech is evolving with time. I'm pretty sure the sky is the limit. The sky is just the beginning, and it's happy to see more engagement from alumni and students committed to excellence, innovation, and to giving back. The future of Lautech is brighter still if every alumnus contributes their own quota to the growth and the legacy of the institution. I believe that whatever we are going through now, it's just temporarily. And it's something that will help us to grow. It's something that we'll look back today and say, oh my God, those years, those are 40 years.
And I believe Lautech would still grow larger in terms of achievements. I know the alumni body is getting stronger under the current leadership of Engineer Ladoke and his predecessors, Honorable Limo, and so many of them also did a fantastic job. So we would continue to support them and wish them all the best. And so our VC, Professor Kalu, I wish him all the best as well. And we pray funding improves from the state government. And we also pray that the educational system in the country as well improves for the better.
As we celebrate 35 years of Vision and Vega, we look ahead. The future of Lautech is bright, with innovations yet to come, generations yet to be shaped, and impact yet to be made. Lautech is not just an institution, it is a legacy, a promise kept, and a future unfolded. For 35 years, we have stood for excellence, walked in integrity, and served with honor. This is Lautech. This is our story.
We are assured that you have a nice time with us. The celebration continues. We live here now for key planting of the roots of the University of London. And now the chairman celebrates with us the venue of key planting. So, over now. Let us be informed that tomorrow, 16th of April, Wednesday, we have to start our investigation on the rate of we will also have confirmation to the programs on the rate of the hope to be able to approach the assistance process.
Thank you very much. The three classes will be taking place in space between Faculty of Management Sciences and the 250 lecture theater along the engineering compound. Thank you very much.
Now I invite us to turn and open. So everybody is silent.
Imagine,